full story is at long last out for Jerk's case. The unexpected demise of Stephen Jerk's supervisor stunned such countless individuals. Fans were confused and devastated by this miserable news. They couldn't completely accept that Jerk could do something like this, since he was constantly viewed as an individual with such a lot of energy, and who was so kind and cherishing. He sent all uplifting tones to individuals around him. He was likewise grinning and cheerful, particularly when he was on the Ellen DeGeneres show. He was clear that he wanted to fulfill individuals with his ability. It was basically impossible that Jerk could take his own life. Obviously, a significant number of his fans couldn't acknowledge reality with regards to his demise. There are currently paranoid fears circumnavigating around that there was something else to his demise, besides what was accounted for in the media. It's probably not going to the point that he would end his own life and cause such a lot of agony and sadness to his better half and kids. This was a characteristic response from his fans, yet we should not fail to remember that psychological well-being issues exist in individuals of color. And indeed, we ought to quit feeling that it's unimaginable for people of color to be discouraged on the grounds that they are solid, and they have extraordinary families. This isn't correct. Through constantly web salutes, we're uncovering more data about his demise. They were searching for hints and assembling bits of proof to figure out what drove him to do it. Paranoid fears continue to spring up on various virtual entertainment stages, unequivocally guaranteeing that Jerk didn't take his life. Jerk kicked the bucket on December 13 of last year. And fans found this truly bizarre. We, as a whole, understand what the number 13 addresses. The date was dubious to numerous, and this could be a sign that something didn't add up about his demise. Abrupt passing of VIPs don't necessarily agree with fans. For them, it's consistently puzzling and dubious, particularly when it's accounted for that they end their lives themselves. It's challenging for them to acknowledge that the individual they adored and respected was at his most weak. This is what's going on with Jerk. Speculations were released left and right, bringing about more uncertainty among fans. Jerk looked into the Oak Tree Motel on the 12th of December. He should look at the following day, however, the time elapsed, and he was not seen leaving his room. It was accounted for later that the policing got a call about it taking shots at an inn. When the lodging guardian opened Jerk's room, his dead body was found. The district official affirmed that Jerk passed on from a self-caused gunfire. The case was considered shut on the grounds that they saw as nothing dubious about it, except for fans might have a hard time believing what the specialists were talking about, and some were, in any event, requesting that they explore further. Jerk has forever been a blissful and adoring spouse to his significant other Allison Holker. A two met in 2010 during season 7 of So You Figure He Can Move. Allison was drawn to Jerk's glances at character, and it just hit it off immediately. We shared a dance at the wrap party of that time of So You Figure He Can Move, and we've been together from that point onward. There was no exchange, there was no discussion or a first home base in a real sense. We moved, and we were together clasping hands the extremely following day. And we never thought back. Following 3 years of dating, Jerk requested that Allison wed him during a business shoot. A half year after the fact, the couple secured the bunch at a California winery. Allison's little girl, Wesley, from a past relationship, filled in as the Blossom young lady. Jerk shared that he was so personal when he saw Allison strolling down the path. I was terrible, crying I was a wreck. Actually, several has 2 youngsters together. They invited their child, Maddox Shrub manager, in 2016, and their little girl Zaya supervisor in 2019. Jerk wanted to associate with his significant other, whether it's external moving or preparing a dinner or even plunking down, watching somebody with our children. We do significantly together. We really like each other. You realize we hang out a lot doing a ton of stuff. So in the things that we record, it resembles a ton of that we're as of now doing together, and have been for some time. It just so happens that at this point, you can put out such a lot of content on such countless various stages. With Jerk's demise, A ton would change in Alice and their kids' lives following her better half's passing. She made an announcement to affirm his passing. It's with the heaviest of hearts that I need to share that my significant other, Stephen, has left us. Stephen illuminated each room. He ventured into he esteemed family companions and local area, regardless of anything else, and driving with affection and pleasure.